Thank you for purchasing the IonCleanse Solo. I'm Dr. Bob Maroney, president of A Major Difference, the manufacturer and distributor of the IonCleanse products. This DVD will explain everything you need to know to get started with the IonCleanse system. Over the course of this video, we will demonstrate what is included in your purchase, how to use the IonCleanse Solo, recommended session times and protocols, contraindications to use, care of your IonCleanse unit, how the IonCleanse works, ordering and customer service information, and lastly, the troubleshooting guide. Although you may select an individual DVD chapter for review, we recommend you watch the whole video at least once before starting. And if you still have questions, please visit our website or call us for more advice.
This package has everything you need to get started with the IonCleanse Solo. Let's begin by going over what you received in your package. The IonCleanse Solo comes complete with the IonCleanse Solo control unit, the power supply, the array, a sample bag of ascorbic acid, the IonCleanse foot tub, one box of liners, a bottle of cleaner for the array, a bottle of salt, an instruction guide, other important literature, and, of course, this video. Now, let's set up for the first session. You can set up your IonCleanse Solo almost anywhere. The best location is right in the comfort of your own home. Insert one of the custom liners into the IonCleanse foot tub. Remove the array from the box and place it into the tub. Fill the tub with about 3 inches of warm tap water, ensuring that the copper bar in the array is covered with water. Do not cover the top connectors with water. Doing so will corrode the array wire. However, if corrosion should occur, the wire can be replaced. Any kind of warm water can be used with the IonCleanse system. Warm water opens the pores. Cold water keeps them closed. Also, if after several sessions you notice no color change in the water, please refer to the troubleshooting section of this video. Now that your tub is ready to go, let's set up the rest of the equipment. Place the control unit on a solid, flat surface. Avoid placing the unit on carpet or in direct sunlight to protect it from overheating. Take out the power supply and plug the male end of the wire into the back of the control unit. Plug the female end of the wire into the power supply. Lastly, plug the other end into a wall socket. Make sure that the power supply is set up away from the foot tub. Insert the array cord into the slot on the front of the control unit as seen here. After a few seconds, the unit will be ready for use. Notice on the opening screen you will see a runtime counter. This counter, similar to an odometer in an automobile, can never be reset. When you turn your unit on for the first time, you will notice that the runtime counter has some minutes already logged. This time was used for testing and quality control purposes at the manufacturing plant. The runtime counter will be useful in determining when it is time to change your plates. This will be discussed later in the video. The IonCleanse Solo has a single session program. This program will produce negative ions 70% of the time and positive ions 30% of the time. Press the plus button or minus button to add or subtract time from the default setting of 30 minutes. We recommend setting the unit to 30 minutes if you are using the 316 plates and 20 minutes if you are using the 304 plates. Other session links will be discussed shortly. Press the Start key 2 more times to begin the session. On the display, you will notice volts and amps readings. These are your indicators as to how much salt needs to be added to the water. First, check the reading to see if you need to add salt. We recommend adding enough salt to raise your amperage to between 1.8 and 2.2. Typically, 1/4 teaspoon is all that is needed. However, in some parts of the country, you will not have to add any salt at all to attain the correct amperage, so be sure to watch the amps before adding any salt. We recommend using the salt that was provided with your purchase. However, just about any kind of salt can be used with your foot bath. The only salt that does not seem to produce results is Epsom salt. As your amperage changes to reflect the conductivity of the water, so does your voltage. The more salt you add to the water, the lower the voltage gets. The correct operating range of the voltage is 13 to 20 volts. If the voltage drops below 13, you may have added too much salt. An alarm will trigger the unit to turn itself off if the voltage gets too low. If that happens, dump the water and start your session over. Once the proper conductivity has been reached, sit back and enjoy the session. Meditation or other relaxation techniques increase the effectiveness of the IonCleanse session. Common sensations during an IonCleanse session include itchiness, burning, tingling, or hot or cold sensations. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, this would indicate that you are in the wrong polarity or that your blood sugar is too low. If the user is in the wrong polarity, use the plus and minus buttons to manually override the program and switch the polarity. As noted on the screen, if the unit is in positive, press the minus button to switch to the negative polarity. If the unit is in negative, press the plus button to switch to positive polarity. The sensations of dizziness or lightheadedness should go away almost instantly. If the feelings persist, discontinue the session and ensure that you get some food in your system. As you will notice, each session is different in terms of water color, odor, and consistency. Refer to the instruction guide for explanations of water phenomena. Once the session has ended, remove your feet from the water and rinse them. Dump the water down any drain and throw away the plastic liner. After every session, clean the array with a disinfectant. We recommend the cleaner that was supplied with your purchase. However, you may also use vinegar, grapefruit seed extract, or your common kitchen and bathroom cleaner. Do not use bleach or other chlorine products to clean your array. Also, please refrain from using metal brushes, cotton swabs, or toothbrushes to clean the plates. Rinse the array with water, spray it with the disinfectant, and rinse it off again. Store your machine in a dry place away from direct sunlight. As mentioned earlier, session times will vary with age and overall health. As a general rule of thumb, start with shorter session times, 10 to 15 minutes if you are ever unsure of a person's health condition. Likewise, the following recommendations should be followed when using the 316 plates. If you are using the 304 plates, reduce the session times by 30%. Children between the ages of 2 through 12 should do 10 to 15-minute sessions 3 times a week indefinitely. Adolescents can do 30-minute sessions 3 times a week indefinitely. If they get fatigued, cut down to 2 sessions a week or take a 3-week break. Adults between 18 and 50 can do full 30-minute sessions every other day or 3 times a week for a series of 14 sessions. After the 14 sessions, a 2-week break is recommended before beginning another series. This routine should continue until the individual has reached his or her age in number of IonCleanse sessions. For example, someone who is 40 should do 40 IonCleanse sessions before beginning the maintenance program. Someone who is 50 should do 50 sessions. The maintenance program consists of 1 IonCleanse session per week indefinitely. For adults over the age of 50, we recommend full 30-minute sessions twice a week unless he or she is in a weakened condition, in which case session time can be reduced to as little as 10 minutes. Animals can also use the IonCleanse. Session times will range from 10 minutes to 60 minutes, depending on animal size. Small dogs and cats will require 10 minutes, while horses may require 60 minutes. As with any cleansing and purification program, hydration and supplementation are important. While using your IonCleanse, be sure to drink plenty of water before and after each session. We also recommend taking nutritional supplements to support your purification program. A complete detail of the IonCleanse nutritional program is located on our website at www.amajordifference.com, or you can also call our toll-free number at 877-315-8638 for more information.
The IonCleanse system is a very powerful tool used for total body purification. There are certain people who should not use this equipment. If you are unsure about someone using this system, err on the side of caution and do not put their feet in the water until you have spoken to someone from a major difference. We have naturopathic doctors on staff to answer your clinical questions. On this DVD, under CD-ROM features, you will find a file called IonCleanse Foot Bath Release Form. Insert this DVD into your computer to access the file. We recommend using this form as a guide to help you determine whether or not a person should use the IonCleanse system. Do not bathe clients with the following conditions: persons with pacemakers, pregnant or nursing women, organ transplant recipients, persons who've had a substantial part of their colon removed, persons on mental health drug protocols, persons on anti-stroke, anti-clotting, or heartbeat regulating medication. You can bathe any part of the body in the water except the face and head. If you are working with other people, proceed slowly and carefully. Under no circumstances should you attempt to work with the person who is under allopathic care for serious problems, as some nutritional products could conflict with the prescription medications the individual is taking. We generally advise non-medical practitioners to refer those individuals back to their medical system. Again, if you are ever unsure about a certain client, do not soak their feet. Instead, call a major difference and ask first.
In Chapter 2, we discussed cleaning your array between each session. However, there is other maintenance that should be done periodically. After several sessions, you will begin to notice a film developing on the array. We recommend soaking the array in ascorbic acid solution after every 8 to 10 sessions. This will help to clean off the excess film and corrosion and may even extend the life of your plates. Fill a container with water and add about a teaspoon of ascorbic acid for every quart of water in the container. Submerge the array in the container. In this case, you can submerge the entire array, including the top connectors. Since the unit is not running, there will be no corrosion of the wire. You can leave the array in the solution for as long as you like. Most soakings will take 2 to 4 hours depending on the condition of the array. When the soaking is complete, rinse off the array with warm water and you will be ready for your next session. The plates in your array can last anywhere from 20 to 60 sessions regardless of which type you have. Most users, however, notice that the plates seem to last between 30 and 40 sessions on average. The easiest way to determine whether or not your plates need to be changed is by a visual inspection. These pictures show the gradual breakdown of the plates. Once your plates look like these, it is time to change them. Notice the differences between the used plates and the new plates. In order to change the plates on the array, remove the lead wires from the top of the array by grabbing the blue connections. Do not pull on the black or white wires. Next, unscrew the wing nut on the back of the array and remove the copper bar and silver bolt. You can throw away all of the hardware along with the old set of plates. Remove the new hardware and new plates from the plastic covering. Insert the new plates into the holes in the front and back panels of the array housing. Insert the new bolt through the copper bar and place the washer and wing nut onto the back of the screw. Secure the wing nut tightly. Place the wires onto the corresponding leads. Make sure that the white wire is on the lead marked white and the black wire is on the lead marked black. Plates, array wires, liners, ascorbic acid, cleaners, salt, and nutritional supplements can all be purchased from A Major Difference. You can place your order online 24 hours a day at www.amajordifference.com, or you can call us toll-free at 877-315-8638 during regular business hours. The array is placed in the water with the hands, feet, or other body parts. When turned on, the control unit delivers a small direct current into the array. The metals within the array, in combination with the water and salt, generate positively and negatively charged ions by separating hydrogen and oxygen from the water molecule. These ions neutralize charged particles in the body. The neutralized particles are pulled out of the body through the skin via osmosis and diffusion. Osmosis and diffusion involve the movement of particles through a membrane from a lower concentration to a higher concentration. In this case, the higher concentration is the ion field set up by the array in the water. For the purpose of IonCleanse discussions, positive and negative relate to electrical rather than chemical phenomena. When the IonCleanse is set on positive, the current flows to the positive pole in the array, which results in more negative ions being produced in the water. 4 water molecules plus 4 electrons reduces to H2 gas plus 4 hydroxyl ions. In this polarity, we have hydrogen gas smoking from the array, and we are left with an abundance of negatively charged hydroxyl ions in the water. Therefore, positive polarity generates a negative ion concentration. When the IonCleanse is set on negative, the current flows to the negative pole in the array, which results in more positive ions being produced in the water. 2 water molecules oxidizes to O2 gas plus 4 hydrogen ions plus 4 electrons. In this polarity, we have oxygen gas coming from the water, and we are left with an abundance of positively charged ions in the water. Therefore, negative polarity generates a positive ion concentration. This process is known as the electrolysis of water. Ionization is, in fact, a familiar process. In nature, ions are generated by the movement of water molecules. Think of how good you feel while walking along a beach or near a waterfall. We are creating the same reaction with the IonCleanse, only magnified many times over.
While the IonCleanse process and use of the equipment is simple and straightforward, I do believe there is much more to be learned about the idea of cleansing and purifying the body. In 1982, I was diagnosed with lung cancer. Through natural cleansing modalities, I was able to heal the cancer and avoid the allopathic system. Over the next 17 years, I dedicated myself to learning and teaching about detoxification. In 1999, I was introduced to an ionizing foot bath that later evolved into the IonCleanse. Through this journey, I have come to a deep understanding of the purification process and its dynamic effects on mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. I encourage you to register on our website so that you will be notified when I publish the first of several books on the subject of detoxification. Likewise, I will begin a seminar series that will teach more about the use of the IonCleanse in conjunction with other healing modalities. Stay tuned. There is much more on the way. Happy cleansing.